Me on Terror Machine. This is your monthly love reading for the month of September 2017, and this will be for the sign of Pisces. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what energies you'll be working with for the month. Okay, in the middle of the reading, what you have is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So for singles, Eight of Swords in reverse is meaning that maybe at one time coming up in the month that you find somebody that you want to be in a relationship with or you find interesting. What it's saying is you gonna not let whatever this person is telling you confuse you of not making a decision of trying to get with this person, or you're not gonna kind of misinterpret information to the point from another person that it makes you kind of stagnant when it comes to you pursuing somebody that you want to be in a relationship with. Either you're going to be doing this or somebody's going to be doing this with you. That if they would, this is a person that you've been dealing with for a while, they're going to finally make a move and kind of get off the fence and kind of stop tricking themselves into not talking to you to be in a relationship. But what it's saying is that they kind of found a way with the information that was presented to them or the offer of being in a one-on-one relationship, and they're not letting whatever is being brought to them confuse them of not making a move or moving forward. If you already coupled up, it's saying that whatever decision that you're making to try to better your relationship, you decided to get off the fence of it and not um, try to not be in a state of we should do it, not do it, we should do it. This kind of ping pong and decision, so you cannot put in something that is beneficial to your relationship. It's just saying that either your companion's doing this or you is doing this, or you both have made a decision to go ahead and start bringing in new stuff without kind of straddling the fence of doing it or not doing it to help the relationship be better. What you have underneath you is a Page of Cups in the reverse. The Page of Cups in the reverse is what it's saying is that if you're single, you could be meeting somebody that's younger than you or have a significant age difference. Either that person has an age difference with you or the person you're talking to has an age difference. And you have an age difference from that person you're talking to. But what it's also saying is that because they are page, they are newly found with their emotions, but this one does not know where to sit at on the fence with their emotions or how to interpret their emotions to somebody else when it comes to them wanting to be in a one-on-one relationship. Either this person is doing it to you or you're doing it to them. It's trying to kind of wing it emotionally when you're presenting yourself to somebody to figure, you will eventually catch on, or that person will eventually catch on within a moment of time. But this person that you may be talking to is so young, they don't know what they want when it comes to being in a relationship. If you're trying to wait for this person, you throwing your hints out there and moving forward, this person may not know how to get a clue about it because they still are interpreting their internal emotions of themselves, let alone having the enough emotion stability to give it to somebody else. Maybe somebody see this in you or you see this in somebody else. If you are already coupled up, is what it's saying is that one of the things that could be not helping you bring to have you and your companion have a better bond, it could be involving a child who you feel needs more attention at this time than you focusing on your one-on-one relationship with your companion. Maybe this child is acting up, maybe this child is having not to start off school in a nice way, but this this younger person that's in your life may be a confliction at this time when it comes to you trying to put in something that is a benefit to your relationship, due to they may be emotionally, you have to spend more time to calm this person down, this child or whatever down, and it's taking your energy to do that, via versus you figured that should be settled so you can introduce some new things with your one-on-one bond with your companion. Or another message I'm getting is maybe your companion is younger than you, and they're going through this kind of emotional cycle of they don't know how to balance their emotions due at this period of time in September. They may be showing kind of being erratic about stuff, or being over emotional, or kind of being cold, going through this influctuation of displaying their feelings because of an age different, or it's just a period of time that they ride and that they feel that they ride their emotions, but they do not know how to control them. Either your companion is doing this to you or you doing this to them. What you have in the past is the Magician in reverse. So if you're single, either somebody you're talking to somebody and had this thought, or somebody was talking to you and had this thought in the past that when you talk to them to get in a relationship, they figure you didn't have what they wanted. That you was pretty much ho hum, or they was looking for a person with a lot of stuff or a lot of qualities about themselves, and you didn't display all your qualities to that person when you was trying to talk to them to get on a one-on-one, or somebody did this to you that you was talking to them in the past, and they didn't have a lot of standout qualities about themselves that made them kind of unique in themselves, or they just didn't show their greater side of themselves by displaying all their talents, or what they can do in a one-on-one relationship. Either somebody in the past did this to you, or you did this to somebody in the past with the Magician in reverse. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that maybe in the past you was looking for different options or different ways to kind of combat or try to introduce something positive in your relationship that could benefit you and your companion, but it seemed like you was running out of options, or the options wasn't there, or different avenues that you could put something new into your relationship to help it grow and make it better. It just seems like if you was looking for that magic spark, it was not there, because you was looking for this magic spark to either come from yourself, your companion, or some external factor that would have added a certain kind of fuel or magic to your bond. But it didn't happen in the past. Either your companion thought about this, you thought about this with your companion, or y'all both had hit a point that we need to put something new, but you couldn't come up with a good idea to interject something new to make your relationship be on a better bond. What you have above you is faith in the upright. Faith in the upright is more of the is more the hierophant, or somebody that's more religious. So for singles, you could be meeting a person that is more spiritually intact when it comes to them being in a relationship. They may be a person that more into a traditional thing, or the traditional routine of how to get a mate. They may have this kind of point of view and kind of stick to it and believe that it's a certain systematic orders that comes about when you get into a relationship. Either you're thinking this, or somebody is thinking this about you, that if they want to get in a relationship, they ain't gonna start from they're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. They're gonna start out being friends, and then they get closer than friends, and then they become buddies, and they go through these stages. And maybe this person is that's their, I want to say not their MO, but that's what they believe in, that takes to make a solid one-on-one relationship. Either you're going through this phase now when you see somebody that you want to talk to, or somebody's doing this when they see you, that they want to keep it very traditional and formal when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship and doing the courtship thing in the process of being in a relationship. Or you could be meeting a person that has a job that is kind of religious slash teacher based kind of profession. It could be a teacher, it could be anybody that gives out knowledge outside of someone else's self. So you could be meeting a person like that, or you could be that person that is in that kind of profession and somebody is coming to talk to you to be in a one-on-one relationship. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that you try to do different things and you're going back with your relationship to have faith with it interjected in your relationship, and you having faith in your companion that they will know what you want when it comes to what is needed to make your relationship better. Or you both decide to take as a couple to make your relationship bond better is to go on a kind of a religious route, or go and be more spiritual, or interjecting more spirituality in your bond, or more religion in your family unit to make your bond with your companion tighter. Either your companion is ready to do this, or you ready to do this, or you both made a decision that you kind of slipping out of faith when it comes to your bond, so you kind of go back to those traditional roots that you started your relationship on. The last card you have is the hangman in the upright. So the hangman in the upright is saying is that if you're single, you could be meeting a person, but you are still straddling the fence on if you want to deal with this person or not, because the person is either serving flip flop information or contradictory information every time you meet this person, or the person is throwing so much at you when it comes to their potential of being in a one-on-one relationship. You cannot dissect what would fit for you via versus what you don't need from a person if you get into a one-on-one relationship. Either you're doing this to somebody, or somebody doing this to you, is giving you so much information about themselves and what they want in a relationship and how they feel in a relationship, that is leaving you trying to dissect the information to see if that person could be a perfect fit with all what they lay on the table, but you're not pursuing it forward until you make a logical decision, or either get something that would trick you off emotionally to move towards that person. Either this person that you're talking to is doing this, or a person that want to get with you is doing this, that you're giving them too much information about your past, present, and future, that they just don't know where they gonna be sitting at once they get into a one-on-one relationship with you. They just not knowing where they gonna be fitting in the construct of whatever you're throwing at the person, and the person is basically trying to wait to see if some of the stuff you're saying is going to work or not with when it comes to what they want to be in a one-on-one relationship. Either somebody you're talking to is doing this, or somebody that wants to get with you is doing this. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that with the hangman, you probably went to a teacher or a religious person and got some ideas of how to put some different things to help your bond be better, but you're straddled on the fence to figure out, could you use this information that somebody's giving you that could be claim that it can work for your relationship and help you get a tighter bond. You're just straddling, you either your companion is doing this or you doing this with the companion, or both of y'all are sitting back scratching your heads trying to figure out, if we do this, is this really going to work? We don't know. Maybe we need to research it a little bit more. Maybe we need to ask a few more people that tried it before or tried this certain idea that helped other people. Would it work for us to help our bond be better as a couple? Either your companion is thinking this, you're thinking this, or you both made a decision to go ahead and um, sit back on what somebody is telling you that could work for your relationship until you get more information so you can pursue it forward, or or put it into your relationship to make a better bond. So let me go and get a couple cards on these reversals to see what's going on. Let's see with the Eight of Swords in reverse why you wasn't trying to move. What you wasn't, or why you want to move now. Okay, you got the Six of Swords in the upright. The Six of Swords in the upright is saying that if you're single, you may have been not really ready to move because you was probably not ready to venture out and get in a new relationship, but it seems like that phase is over and you're ready to get in a relationship to learn a new lesson about yourself or learn a new lesson about somebody else. Either somebody see this about you or you see this in somebody else, that if you get in a relationship with them, that you may can learn something from them, or you can pick up um a another sense of feeling from another person. So you kind of want to venture ahead and go and see what they're about and see if they can give you something that you need that you never had before, from another relationship. So you trying to move forward and get that person. Also, you could be meeting this person single. You could be meeting this person when you out traveling, and traveling can be anything. It can be going to the store, it can be going to work, it could be doing daily activities, it could be doing anything, long as you in movement. So what it's saying is, if you more out and about, you have a better chance of meeting somebody that could be a potential love mate. Somebody is going to meet you out and about, or you're going to meet somebody that you find interesting out and about, and then want to go ahead and pursue it and move forward to get into a relationship with that person you meet. If you are already coupled up, it's saying that you are ready as a couple to bring new fresh ground to your relationship. You want to bring something new into your relationship and move on to from the old way your relationship is on to something new, either because you've been in a relationship for a long time with your companion, you figure it's time to bring in something new to keep it alive, or really this can also mean moving to a new location. Maybe you and your companion decide to move to a new location because the location that you living at now is just being kind of stalemate, and it's bringing a kind of stale vibe on your relationship because it's just becoming old, so you want to interject new in it. And you talking about interjecting new from the point of either in your relationship and in your environments that surround you. So either your companion's thinking this, you're thinking about this, or you both made a decision to go ahead and do something new, put in something new, or you decided as a couple that you both need to be out and about together more than you usually do, just to find out, to try to bring a sense of adventure into your relationship. That's what I'm hearing, bringing some kind of new quest or discovering new stuff together in your relationship, and that could be a spark that helps your relationship create a tighter bond by doing activities outside of your area or outside of where you currently exist at, to bring freshness into your relationship. Let's just go ahead and see what the second clarifier would be. you have the Fool in reverse. So for singles, you looking for somebody that's is basically more traditional, not kind of foolish when it comes to dealing with people in a one-on-one relationship. You're trying to look for somebody that's not really too silly, or somebody see this in you that you are more of a serious person than a silly kind of goofy all over the board person. Or you looking for a person that has a more traditional structure of how they want. They just don't get in a relationship and let things go where they may. You looking for somebody with a little more conservative, kind of being more conservative about the relationship, that it has to have this order. They just don't get in relationships. It goes all over the board, and wherever the chips lie, that's the new ground you step on to build a relationship. That you're looking for somebody that has some more systematics when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship. Either somebody you're talking to is thinking that, or somebody is seeing you and thinking that if they get into a relationship with you, you bring in some more systematics to the relationship, and you're just not one of those all over the board um, persons that get into relationships and just let everything fly as it goes. So, if you already coupled up, it's also pretty much saying that you're going to try to take stuff more on a 1-2. If you're going to put new stuff into your relationship to help make a better bond, you're not going to try to do these whimsical ideas that people trying to tell you to do, or these stupid stunts that has no groundwork to even be proven that they work or don't work to make a relationship better. You're trying to stick to more of a traditional format, or a conservative format, or a structure that is more controllable within your relationship. Either your companion is doing this to you, or you're doing this with the companion, is saying that if we're going to put something new in our relationship, let's really think about it. Let's try to take it slow, and let's try to see how it goes systematically. Let's see how it goes, and not let's just do it and just let it go all over the board, and we're both on two different pages and this and that and the other, and we trying to maintain some kind of control over whatever we put in our relationship to make it better. Let's see what this page, see what this page is talking about. With the page, who you got the Page of Wands in reverse. So the Page of Wands in reverse is for singles. You could meet this young person, and this young person is one that could be talking to you, or you could be talking to somebody that's older than you. That one, you don't have emotional control, or this person doesn't have emotional control over their emotions when it comes to getting on a one-on-one relationship. They are also one of these people that they show a lack of ambition of being in a relationship, or they just plain lazy. They just a plain lazy person when it comes to dealing with people on a one-on-one. They don't put no effort into being in a one-on-one relationship with somebody, and they come off like they don't care. Even if you was with this person, they gonna still have this lackluster ability to not move the relationship forward, even if you got into a relationship with this person. Somebody see this about you, or you see this about somebody else, that they just coming off as a poop butt, and it's like wasted energy and wasted emotion if you get with this person. Somebody see this about you, or you see this about somebody you're talking to. And if you already coupled up, what it's saying is either the interruption that was coming in your from this page. Now I'm gonna go back to that first scenario. The interruption that was coming from the first page. Maybe you're trying to have this page get their stuff together and be kind of independent, and is spending all your energy trying to kind of kick this youngster in the butt to get them moving, to be independent on them on your own, and it's taking a lot of energy out of your relationship, because you always got to stay on this one kid that's throwing the temper tantrums, or not being emotionally right or something, and on top of it they're lazy on top of it. They want to be catered to, and you're probably trying to teach this child to be more independent and stop begging for stuff or acting like the world is going to be served on a platter to them. So you're spending a lot of energy on that, and it's taken away from your original bond with your companion. Or it's saying that within this course of you interjecting stuff, your companion or you could lose their drive about it and lose some kind of emotional detachment on it because they're not seeing the results as fast as they can. You may have got this idea, decided to do it, but the instant effect is not coming. So your companion can be losing their emotion about doing whatever this is to make your relationship better. They losing their emotional attachment to the idea of it, and they kind of being lazy and kind of going to let some of it slip behind them because they not seeing the instant effect of it making a greater change to your relationship. Either your companion's going to do this or you're going to do this with the companion on this whatever's going to make your relationship better kind of idea, or you both of y'all going to decide to slack off of it due to this page, or it's just both of y'all lose a sense of feeling on it at different periods in the month when it comes to this new idea that you want to put in to help your relationship. Let's see what the last card is. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So, for people are single because of this person. Either this person is coming at you, see this in you, or you see this in this person. If you get with a relationship with this lazy, uncontrollable young person, basically lazy and emotionally uncontrollable, you're going to lose balance. Or this person is not going to bring no balance to the relationship. Even you hoping that the person is a new face, with the Six of Pentacles, it's saying losing balance or not getting a fair shake. So either somebody see this in you if they did got in a relationship with you that you're not going to give them a fair shake. It ain't going to be tit for tat when it comes to the one-on-one relationship, or you see this in somebody else that it's like, wow, this person is really lazy, this dude seems, or female seems non-interested, they seem kind of cold or all over the board with their emotions. Oh, I can't work with that. That's not going to bring me no kind of balance that I've been looking for when it comes to a one-on-one relationship. Somebody see that in you, or you see that in somebody else, that if you get in a relationship and pursue this person forward, you're going to lose balance within your own realm, even though you want to be in a relationship. It's saying that one person you're going to run up to, they ain't gonna give it to you. They're not gonna give it to you. Maybe because they got too much stuff on the plate. They already dealing with two economies on it. They have no emotional control and they're lazy. That's already two of the scale. You know, it's more to make a relationship, but those are maybe two qualities that you're not trying to put on your plate to deal with. If you do, it's just saying you're not going to get no balance. That's for singles. If you are already coupled up, due to you and your companion, or both of y'all losing lackluster on this idea of trying to put something in your relationship to help it better, both of y'all gonna feel unbalanced at times, and then either one of y'all gonna feel lazy or the other one's gonna feel unemotional. It's just you running on two different effects of this new idea that you're putting into. One's losing the drive from it because they're not seeing the instant effect, or the other person is losing emotional attachment to it because they're not getting emotionally fulfilled on whatever this thing is. So it's just saying at the time of the month of this new idea, both of y'all gonna be running on two different scales of trying to figure out if it's going to work or not going to work. It's going to leave your relationship or your bond kind of unstable for a minute, or one person going to feel like they getting something, the other person ain't feeling like they getting nothing, the other person feel like they doing all the work, the other one ain't doing all the work or putting the energy into it. Either your companion's going to be thinking this, or you're thinking this, or both of y'all gonna be going on this carnival ride like this up and down kind of thing when it comes to this idea that you want to put in to this relationship to make it a better bond. Let's see what the magician was in the past. Let's see what he was. The magician in the past. You got the hangman in the reverse. So for singles, what it's saying is maybe this person in the past that you was dealing with that didn't show you no lackluster of themselves, it either said you made a quick decision about the person because this person didn't show you what you wanted off the bat when they was talking to you, and you just quickly just made an assessment of that person and then kicked them. They did this to you, or you did this to somebody else, or whatever they brought to you, you found it just weak as hell. You found it boring. You found it whole hum. It just didn't. It didn't rock your socks off. It just didn't do nothing for you. It didn't mesmerize you. It didn't have you running around with donut eyes. It just didn't do nothing for you. You just, whatever they offered that they thought it was the magic box, you looked at it and said, that is whack as hell. Beat it. You just kicked them. You made an instant decision and kicked them. Either you did this to somebody in the past or somebody did this to you when you was trying to offer whatever you was going to offer in your hat of tricks, and they said it was whack as hell and sent you on your way with your hat. That's what they did. And based on what you was presenting to them, they made an instant decision that either you was a worthy candidate or not a worthy candidate to be in a one-on-one relationship with them. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that maybe some of the stuff that you was trying to find an avenue on, maybe it was there, but you, either your companion did this or you did this or you both did this to make a quick decision not to even do it, or make a quick decision to go ahead and kind of make a quick judgment if you was going to put it in your relationship or not. You just said, okay, if it's going to be this way, we're just going to go ahead and do it this way. And that's what kind of thing it is. It was making a quick decision on something that could have helped you. You just didn't want to invest the time up in it or go ahead and see if it was going to work in your favor. Either you did this or your companion did this to make a quick decision and kind of guillotine this action, and it set up a pattern that your relationship started to be home hum and boring because of making split decisions on something new that could have helped your relationship have a tighter bond. Let's see what the last card is. Oop, one flipped out. The Six of Cups in reverse. So the Six of Cups in reverse is saying if you're single, what it's saying is that either this person that was talking to you that you quickly kicked in the past, they was a brand new person that you never dealt with before, that that you kind of took interest to them because they was a new person, because usually Six of Cups means dealing with stuff from the past. This person, it was telling me that this person that was in the past was actually a brand new person in your circle, or you met this person and it was just a new face to you, and when you got to talking to the person, the person that was offering that weak stuff to you, you kicked them because you thought this dude could have came with something. This dude or female could have came with something better because they was a brand new face into your environment, but they came with the same old drama that you may have heard before in the past. So you made an instant decision and kicked this person. This is what, either you did this to a person in the past, or a person, or you did this to a person, or a person did this to you. Basically, because you didn't kick what they wanted, they kicked you because they went and tried to levitate to you because you was a new person in their environment. They thought by them moving away from something old that they was going to bring something new. But when it all was said and done, it wasn't really nothing new brought to the table, but it was something new brought to the table. a new sense of what you not going to deal with. And that's what was brought to the table. So you made the quick decision and not dealt with the person. That's for singles. Either somebody did this to you or you did this to somebody in the past. If you already coupled up, what it's saying is that by you not getting what you was trying to put in, a new idea, basically, that you hope that the new idea that you was going to put in the past was going to have some kind of emotional attachment, that your companion would have wanted to do it or not, and actually wanted to do it because it was something new, and that it was something that they never heard of before, or that they never experienced before. But when it all was said and done, it didn't kind of move your relationship, or they made a quick decision on it because it was too new to them. It was an idea that you may have brought to them to help make the relationship a better bond, but when you brought it to them, they was like, well, that's a little bit too, that's a little bit too out of my comfort zone, so we ain't not gonna do it. We just gonna shut it down and keep it moving. And it left your relationship being kind of bored, lackluster. It left your relationship lackluster because maybe this idea that you was bringing that supposed to be fresh and new was too fresh and new for your companion to wrap their head around it, or even be adventurous of doing it or putting it into the relationship to see if it was going to work. Either your companion did this in the past, you did this with the companion in the past, or y'all both sort of made a decision like, nah, we're going to do it. That's just a little bit too wacky for us to even be doing that to our relationship. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but it's not really that good idea for us. So you made the quick decision and killed it off, even though you was wanting something more mesmerizing to happen in your bond with your companion. You killed that idea off, and it just kept your relationship lackluster for a moment in the past. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.